people just gravitate towards you, and the way that you tell stories, the way that you speak to people. I think that's why people connect with you, and they did for years. I mean, I watched you on Today for years as well, and I think that's why.
It means the world to me. You know, I said to someone, and I don't want to be morbid here, in a sweetly pink house,
right?
But you know, I said at the end of the day, when I'm done and somebody happens to walk by a grave, and then I want people to know I rooted for them, because the gift that I received at that time in my life were people from all walks of life, women from all backgrounds, all races, all ages, really saying, go get them, go do it, you know, because I think none of us want to be written off, especially women over a certain age. When you're over 35, you don't want someone to determine your value. You don't want to be written off as, oh, that was her. And I think at the time that I was in a position to look for my next chapter, I had so many examples of women who had determined that we are not write-offs. And I loved that.
Yeah, and you did feel at the time like written off a little bit?
Of course I would, you know, who wouldn't, you know, but in truth, you know, we all know this feeling of not being picked, right? So, you know, I say, the odds that you are your significant other's first choice are slim, because that means they would have fallen in love with you in first grade.
Sure, right? That's
somebody had a crush before you walked into the picture. You know, playing a sport. We have children. We watch our children not be picked for the team or for this opportunity, and you have to explain that. So the idea that someone doesn't choose you is not unfamiliar to us. It's what you then say to yourself. And so for me at that time, maybe I was lucky enough to run track and had some setbacks in life and different things had happened, but I learned in that experience, okay, you don't get picked. Okay, the coach says not your kid, or you know, you're up for a job and you don't get the job. You have to find the okay in that, because a setback can be a setup for a comeback.
100%.
And that's what it often is.
Yes, definitely. I love that so much.
That.
I believe it so much. You said before that, like, you know, you love to pour joy into everything. And I know with Hoda leaving, she was finding her joy in her next chapter. What was your reaction to her deciding to, you know, take that next journey?
Honestly, I didn't have a big reaction to it because I'd long been gone.
Sure, yeah.
But I understand whether it's Hoda or anyone, this desire to find your joy. We deserve that. We deserve it in our children. I mean, that's exactly why I wrote this book, is that I wanted my son, who was showing up afraid of things or concerned about, like, this room is so big, how do I help him find his joy? Because on the other side of fear is fun, it's joy. And so for me, whether it's a kid, whether it's an adult, it doesn't matter. We deserve to find that joy.